Hey everyone, welcome to the Vince&Al Podcast. I'm Vince, and currently Al is on the other line. He's going to be awaiting our call. As I mentioned before, one of us moved away, and thankfully, due to technology, we are allowed to still keep in touch. But this is how Al and I are going to have to, contact each other through the phone like this for the podcast when we don't see each other in person. The quality's pretty good. We tested it out, so we hope you enjoy. And I'm gonna try to get them through it. No, just 1 second. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, we have some listeners right
Oh,
now.
alright.
I kind of debriefed them and said that one of us moved away, so this is how we're gonna have to do it now. And I also told them that we tested out the quality, and the sound quality's all right. So
Awesome. That sounds great.
yeah, it should all work out.
What I wanted to say was, even if the quality isn't what, you guys are used to, I still hope that we still are able to create quality podcasts in terms of the conversation and how we're able to exchange our opinions like we always do. And we hope to continue that from now on into future episodes. So I'm excited.
For sure. Do you wanna get right into the topics?
Let's get right into it, yeah.
All right. So listeners, today it is whatever we roll. That's what Al's gonna be talking about. So I'm gonna roll and I'll let you know what the topic is.
All right.
We got sports.
You got sports? Oh, thanks for the woo.
Yeah, that's your
Finally.
forte.
Before I went to go into sports, I wanted to say how it feels different without, seeing Vince face to face.
Right.
Because, I would make like a funny counter or something, and then we look at each other and start laughing. But,
Yeah.
I still hope this is still a great quality podcast, and I think it will.
Same here. I think that what this is gonna provide is we might be like more to the point. We might deliver out more information rather than just kind of
Yeah.
rambling and laughing at the same time. So.
They both have their pros and cons, and
Yeah.
I know later down in the channel we'll still have, we're gonna eventually have, times where we're face to face because we're gonna make time for each other. With the move, it's a little hard.
It is.
All right, so let's get right to sports. Finally get to talk about that.
Let's do it.
So, the NBA is one of my favorite leagues to pay attention to, even though I don't play basketball. And so last season we saw an issue where certain coaches, with bigger teams such as the Golden State Warriors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, on national televised games where they have, back-to-back nights where they play the night before, they play a game after that, they started to sit, their stars, and that's what brings, national attention, that's what brings in all the views, and when someone finds out that Stephen Curry isn't playing or LeBron is resting, people tend not to watch, and people tend to be disappointed because they go to the game saying, "Oh, LeBron's playing." So the NBA has cracked down on this season, making a memo, making their voice strong on their opinion, on more of the fact that on national televised games or big games, teams should not rest their superstars. They still can, but not on big games, like Cavs versus Warriors,
Yes.
And I think that's going to be huge for the league. I remember, I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, and I remember we played last season the game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and so the game was we had a back-to-back. Either the night before we played a game and our stars played, or they played a game the next day, and that was because the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference and the Grizzlies in the Western Conference, they only play each other one time in their arena, so twice in total. And the Cavs, their local television, interviewed Memphis fans, and the Memphis fans were really down because they didn't get to see LeBron James play. They didn't get to see, Kyrie play and, Kevin Love play. I think that was disappointing. So I do agree with the NBA on bigger games, but I also see the benefits of resting players on games that don't have much of a meaning.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, that's for sure, because big players like that do have a lot of eyes on them at all times, they need to be rested. It's almost like when you've worked all day, so when you come home and then you can just like rest on the couch, there's something that feels so rewarding about that. Or when you get your paycheck because you put in the hard work. But when you're dealing with fans that had to pay good money for certain seats to see some of their favorite players on the court, there's definitely something to be said about that. And it reminds me of when I'm also a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, and when LeBron, I don't remember when this was, it was probably halfway through last season, LeBron unfollowed the Cavaliers on Twitter and also unfollowed Kyrie Irving. That stirred up a lot of controversy, like why would he do that? However, if it was someone like Amon Shumpert or J.R. Smith unfollowed the Cavs, it wouldn't have been as much of a story. Because the reason why it was LeBron is because, those athletes are always, in the limelight. People always have their eyes on them. So, yeah, I do think it's pretty disappointing when you go pay money for a game and you don't see currently the greatest living player, LeBron James, on the court. That's kind of disappointing. But at the same time, it's understandable. I'm like 50-50, right? Because I definitely see the coach's side. You have to sit those players. What's your opinion on it? Where do you lean towards?
My opinion on, if the coach should sit players?
Yeah.
I think, yes, coaches should bench players. It's a long 82-game schedule, and it's kind of fit into a smaller time. I think the NBA did a great job starting the season even earlier. It typically starts October 31st, and now it's the 17th, so they have 14 days, to expand the season. And so back-to-backs are huge. They're grueling on players. They do a lot of damage. And I know people are saying, it's their job to play sports, why don't I get a rest, as a school teacher, stuff like that. I think, obviously, it's two different professions, but you have to look at the physical health of the players. And I think, for example, Tracy McGrady, I'm not sure if you know of him, but
I do.
He played in the late 1990s, early 2000s, so I think late 2000s. But his career was set short, and there was an interview that he was talking about resting players, and he said he would have loved to have been rested because he said if he would have been rested like LeBron has been, he could still be playing today. And Tracy McGrady is still he would be old now, but he wasn't too old when he retired. And I think if we want to, I think for the NBA, they want to make money. And, LeBron James has been the face of the league for a very long time. And they want him to continue to be the face of the league. So I think small rests in between, I think, could be beneficial both to the player and the league.
Yeah, and currently we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, just to let you know.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah, but one thing I wanted to add is it really depends on the team too, because I know that during the Memphis Grizzlies and the Cavs game, we benched LeBron and some other players. But it also just depends on the team, because if we were up against a team better than Memphis, there's no way we could have sat LeBron and pulled out with a lead. Where a great team like the Warriors, Steve Kerr, he knows exactly when to sit his players, because there's been games where, Steph Curry will sit on the bench for half the entire game because they just have that great of a team that they don't always have to have their best players out. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think before we roll on to the next topic, with the Golden State Warriors, I also remember a game that was on, I think, ESPN national televised game last season, and it was Golden State Warriors against the San Antonio Spurs. And I think the Spurs went out with their starting lineup, and the Warriors sat down Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, which I still believe is unfair as a Cavs fan to hate the Warriors. But,
Right.
they sat them down, which is a smart move by Steve Kerr. But I think, in a way, it was a cowardly move because, you're playing against the San Antonio Spurs, the second best team in your conference. You want to go out and make a statement. And I think because it was a national televised game, they were I wouldn't say they were scared, but I think they're taking the easy way out. I think if it was, for example, the Warriors against the Brooklyn Nets, I would say, okay, rest your stars. I know it's a disrespect to the Nets, but, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
So, yeah.
With the Spurs, you don't mess around. You play all your players, in my opinion, and you show them that you're the better of the two teams. Because you're right, the Spurs are the second best team in the conference, or their conference. Yeah. But all right, ready to move on to the next topic?
Let's roll on.
All right, cool. I'll roll. We got wild card.
Okay, a wild card.
Yes.
Okay, so this is under the category of pop culture, and I think usually when I do the pop cultures, I usually come up with a question, which I have now, and this is also from World Star, which is where I get my pop culture news, I guess.
Yeah.
But they posted a picture on their Instagram, and it was just a question, and the question was, if you could pack up right now and leave, where would you go? Hello?
Yeah, it made me think.
Sorry.
So
I thought it cut out. I was like, what? Okay.
That was that dramatic
I'll let you
pause.
think on that one. I'll let that marinate.
Not to sound cheesy or cliche,
Yeah.
but right now, there's nowhere in the world, I think, where I would have any meaning going somewhere. It would be nice to go to Hawaii. It would be nice to tour Italy. But it would be nice to go there, but I don't have like a meaning to go there. There's no relatives that I would want to see. No offense, relatives, but most of them are local anyways, so I can see them anytime I want.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? But
Yeah, I have an idea.
Going somewhere that's, like I said, I know it's kind of cliche, but I think I would have a meaning for us to visit each other again. And
Wow.
I went there, and yeah, that easily I think that is my choice because that's what's on my mind right now, and especially as I'm talking to you. How about you?
Yeah. First of all, that means a lot to me what you just said. I may have or may not have just set you up with that answer, but
A little bit.
I honestly, once again, not like, oh, you hang up, no, you hang up first, kind of scenario. I would as well, find a place for us to meet. I think why we're doing our podcast because we enjoy talking to each other, spending time with each other, and I think that's a bonus. And I think, anywhere in the world, it'd be awesome to go visit, like you said, Italy. And I've been blessed with the opportunity to go to Sweden, go to Norway. And I said this, I think it was in episode 1. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. How my dad, I come from a Hispanic background. My dad's from Colombia. And so I have a lot of family in Colombia. And so that would also be a place where I would, want to go because for me, I'm more of a family-oriented person, and I know we're friends, but you're also family to me, and so it's always I go anywhere, but where's my family? That's always my dream vacation is to go somewhere with my family or be with my family. So that's my answer.
Well, that's really nice of you. I couldn't, it's that once again that means a lot to me. If I had to choose a world location. Granted, because you mentioned Colombia.
Yeah.
I took 3 years of Mandarin Chinese, and I still like to do it on the side. I can speak, I'm fluent enough that I've always wanted to visit China. There's a beautiful city I did do a project on called Chengdu. It's more of the mountain region of
What'd you just
China.
call me?
That was good.
uh,
It's just somewhere I would love to backpack through. It,
yeah, yeah.
but it's I don't think I'm not going there anytime soon. So but yeah, it
I
would.
hope you do one day. I really do.
Thank you, thank you. How often do you visit Colombia? Like how many times a year
Um,
for the viewers?
I have, my span of my lifetime. I think I've been there 8 times.
Wow.
Two of those, I think. Yeah, two of them. I don't really remember. So I would say six. In total 8, but I only remember like 6. I was fortunate enough to go this January, which was awesome. I got to miss some school, but just to see my family was. That's the reason why we go to Colombia, because there's a lot of tourist places and tourist attractions, like on the coast and stuff like that. But my family's in the capital, which is Bogota, which is in the mountains. It's the climate's not the best. It's not a dream climate. But it makes no sense for us to go to those tourist attractions where our family's, a couple miles away. Well, not a couple, but you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, I think just like I said, being a family-oriented person, I think you and I are both family-oriented people. Where I would think for me in college, I would joke how I'd be like, okay, Mom, most people go to Florida, but if I'm if I'm far away from my family, my vacation for spring break would be going and seeing my family and spending time with them. Instead of, doing what college students do on spring break and going to, the beach and stuff.
Yeah, no, that always sounds super lovely and relaxing. Do you want to let everybody know the quote before we go?
Yeah. Wow. Time really flies, for
Sure
I don't know,
does.
we're already 5 episodes in. So,
Yeah.
that means we must be doing something. Before I get to the quote, before I get to something, I always want to say something, but I want to say, thank you to every one of our subscribers. You guys mean a lot. In episode 1, we said how you guys are a bonus, because we just love talking, spending time with each other. And we just have gotten so much support and love from you guys already. As young as this channel is, you've already gotten that support, and it motivates us to keep making great content and quality content. At least we hope that it is what it is. But I'm gonna get to the quote. The quote is: "Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations." I don't know who that is, but I'll read it again. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations.
That's lovely.
And yeah,
That's
I
cool.
think that's something you guys can think about. And I would love to see you guys in the next episode.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, we just wanted to say to the subscribers or even just the viewers, thank you so much because your support really does mean a lot. We pre-record some of these episodes, and this is our second time recording. The other episodes were recorded at once, and we have had some like a person commented, I know we're gonna get more, but seeing the subscribers, the likes, all of that, it's monumental to us. So really, we can't thank you enough. And thanks, Al, for getting on the line. And you'll hear us again. So yeah, this has been episode.
Sure.
Yeah, this has been episode 5. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.